And then she's at a play the next week. I mean, she's amazing. But what do you think about how this could implicate the political debate going into a 2020 contest that's sure to be a drag-out fight?
Well, we are praying for her good health. And as you mentioned, she has inspired a lot of people from her amazing spirit of perseverance as she's battled these medical challenges before. But what's disconcerting and worrisome is that the left has created such an unhinged response to these nomination fights. And it's interesting, the left has gone further to the left of Justice Ginsburg. She has called them out. She said that she would like to see the nomination process and confirmation process be less politicized, less ideological, and she has spoken up and defended Justice Kavanaugh, who was the most recent victim of this type of smear.
In fact, Ginsburg has spoken out recently about the Democrats' threat to pack the court. In other words, expand from 9 to a larger number of justices. Watch.
There is no fixed number in the Constitution, so this court has had as few as 5, as many as 10. 9 seems to be a good number, and it's been that way for a long time.
That was just a few days before her July 31st diagnosis of the malignant tumor, and she gave that interview with Nina Totenberg. But, I mean, even she's hitting back on them.
She is, and she's right. She has really called out the left for their tactics. And we saw this with your former boss, Justice Thomas. We saw it with Judge Bork. We saw an attempt to do it with Judge Alito. Even Justice Gorsuch had a lot of smears against him. And so I think as we are thinking about the vacancy process, it's not just about the Supreme Court. It also, this past week, has gone down even to the district court. We saw Rachel Maddow trying to smear Steve Menashe for things that he had written.
Oh, my gosh, I saw that. I mean, people don't know what this is, a court of appeals. And we have, 11 courts of appeals and across the country. But people don't realize those fights are just as, they're important. They're not the Supreme Court, but they're really important. They're smearing people. We got to get to this, though, because Schumer has said, Gail, don't even think about bringing up a Supreme Court justice nominee during an election year.
Our Republican colleagues in the Senate should follow the rule they set in 2016, not to consider a Supreme Court justice in an election year.